Hello! Welcome to the next video in our series on participating in Medicare's Durable Medical Equipment, Prosthetics, Orthotics, and Supplies, or DMEPOS, competitive bidding program. I'm Amanda. During this video, I'll show you how to complete and submit Form B in the online bidding system, DBIDS. Joining us again today is Tommy from DME Supplies. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks for having me back. Form B is where I'll enter my bid, right?
You're correct. Form B is where you provide the bid amount for each item in the product category. You're also required to provide product information like the manufacturer, model name, and model number for certain products that you intend to furnish.
I have several locations. Do I need to complete a Form B for each one?
Not for each location, but you will complete a Form B for each competitive bidding area or CBA and product category combination. For example, if you want to bid for a product category in 2 CBAs, then you will complete and submit 2 Form Bs.
Okay, so one Form B for each CBA and product category combination.
That's right. Or to be more specific, for each product category you intend to furnish in each CBA. Before we get started, you should know that you won't be able to start on Form B until after you've completed and approved Form A. The information that you entered on Form A about which CBA product category combinations you intend for your locations to furnish will already be pre-populated on Form B.
Since I'm the authorized official, I'm the person who should approve Form A, right?
That's right. When you log into DBIDS, check the status page under Form A application status. It should say Complete and Approved before you can create a Form B. As long as we're looking at the status page, let me take a moment to remind you that this is the page that will display every time you log into DBIDS. It shows you the status of your Form A and each of your Form Bs, as well as whether the Competitive Bidding Implementation Contractor, or CBIC, has received your hard copy document package. And before we get started on creating a Form B, you should know that more than one person can work in DBIDS at the same time. You can be working on a Form B for one competition, that is one CBA and product category combination, and if someone else registered as a backup authorized official or an end user for your organization, he or she can be entering information on another Form B for a separate competition. More than one person just can't be in the same competition's Form B at the same time.
Got it. I'm ready to get started.
Okay. The first thing you will need to do is select a CBA and product category from the drop-down list. This drop-down list will only show the CBA and product category combinations that you chose when you completed your Form A. It's easy. Choose the CBA that you'd like to create a bid for, click Select, then choose the product category for that CBA. Click Create Bid or Next. You will then be taken to the Form B Furnished Items page.
I have several CBA product category combinations that I need to work on. How will I be able to easily keep track of all the CBA product category combinations that I select? And what if I want to add a CBA or a product category to my bid?
When you return to Form B Create a Bid, you will see the CBA product category combinations you added at the bottom of the screen under the section called CBA and Product Category List. Something new for DBIDS. You can sort and filter to organize each of your bids or to search for a particular bid. If you decide that you want to bid on a CBA or product category that you didn't initially enter into Form A, you will need to go back to Form A and add that CBA and product category. Don't forget to reapprove Form A after you make a change. If your Form A isn't reapproved and your Form Bs aren't certified by the close of the bid window, then your bid won't be considered complete.
Okay, that's important to know.
Yes, it is. Next, you will enter the information about the items you have furnished in this CBA within the past year. You'll enter the number of items you provided for both Medicare and non-Medicare customers under total units provided. Under units provided to Medicare beneficiaries, you'll enter only the number you provided to Medicare customers. Next, you'll indicate the amount of additional Medicare business you think you will be able to provide in a year. This increase should be entered as a percentage. On the next page, you will enter whether you plan to expand to furnish additional beneficiaries, and you will describe how you plan to expand. Fields are provided for you to enter as much detail as you need to support your expansion plan.
What if I don't have enough room to explain my plans?
If you need more space than is available here in DBIDS, you can mail the additional information to the CBIC in your hard copy document package. Please remember that any documents that you send to us must have your bidder number written on every page. If you look at the top of the screen, you'll see your bidder number. It's also on the top of every other screen in DBIDS. You must also explain if you plan to use a subcontractor to assist in fulfilling the program requirements if you are awarded a contract. Let's move on to the bid sheet. Here's what it looks like in DBIDS. You entered on Form A what locations would be furnishing competitively bid items for a particular CBA product category combination. Now on the bid sheet, you just go down the list and enter how many of the items you estimate you can furnish each year and at what price. For most items, you will enter a bid amount for the purchase of a new item. But please remember to check the definition of a unit for each item on the bid preparation worksheets on the CBIG website to see if you must enter a bid amount for a purchase or monthly rental of the item.
About the bid preparation worksheets, tell me how I can use them to help prepare my bid.
You can find the bid preparation worksheets on the CBIG website. The worksheets are designed to help you determine your estimated capacity, which is the number of items you believe you can provide in the CBA in a calendar year, and your bid amount for each item. The worksheets list each HCPCS code, provides a description of the code, and defines a bidding unit. It also provides the market importance of the item to other items in the product category and historic utilization information. You'll also find the fee schedule amount for each HCPCS code, which is the bid limit.
What do you mean bid limit?
Your bid amount for each item must be at or below the fee schedule amount. The worksheets also provide spaces for you to enter your cost to purchase one unit or item, your bid amount, and how many of the units you think you can furnish in the CBA for a year. When calculating your bid amount, be sure to account for overhead and profit.
That helps. What if there's an item on the list that I don't provide? What do I enter? Do I have to submit a bid for all the items on Form B?
Yes, you do. If you're a contract supplier, you'll be required to make every item in the product category available to Medicare beneficiaries. So, if you don't currently furnish the item, you should enter a bid amount that would cover your costs to furnish each item in the product category, should you be awarded a contract. Make sure you hold on to any cost documents such as manufacturers or vendors' invoices. All bids submitted are screened and evaluated to ensure they are bona fide or realistic. You may be asked to submit a rationale and documentation to verify that you can furnish an item for the amount you bid. After you complete the bid sheet, you will enter the manufacturer and model information for the codes indicated on the screen. Click Add, then enter the information or use the drop-down menus to select the pre-populated manufacturer and model information. If you become a contract supplier, the manufacturer, model name, and model numbers that you enter will be published on Medicare's supplier directory. Beneficiaries, their caregivers, and 1-800-MEDICARE representatives will use this information to find a contract supplier in the CBA. Contract suppliers are required to update this information twice a year. After you've entered all information, you will see a summary screen of the information you've entered in Form B. You can go back and edit any section. Once you've carefully reviewed the information, you can print the page or you can click Next. If an end user has been helping you complete your Form B, he or she will be returned to the status page. If you are an authorized official or a BAO, you will be taken to the certification statement. If you're bidding as the primary network member, this is where you'll find the certifying statement that all members of the network must sign and send to the CBIC with your hard copy document package. Click Next, and now you will be on the public address announcement screen. It's important that you read and understand the penalties for falsifying information on your application. To continue, click Next, and you will find that your first and last name have been pre-populated. Enter your user ID, and click the Certify and Submit Bid button, and you've completed Form B.
That seems straightforward enough. What if I want to bid on other product categories and CBAs?
You'll click Create Form B on the left side of the page. This will take you to the screen where you can select another CBA and product category combination from the drop-down menus and start your next Form B. Remember, you will have to complete one Form B for each competition that's a CBA product category combination.
Since I've already completed one Form B, are there any shortcuts for creating the other Form Bs?
Glad you asked. If you are bidding on multiple competitions, there's a feature in DBIDS that allows you to copy your expansion plan and your manufacturer, model name, and model number data to a Form B from a previously created Form B. I think you'll find that this will save you some time when you are bidding for the same product category in multiple CBAs. If you have any issues or get stuck at any time while using DBIDS, remember that the DBIDS user guide is on the DBIDS welcome page and on the CBIG website. Also, our customer service center is open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. prevailing Eastern Time. Hours are extended to 9 p.m. prevailing Eastern Time during the last 2 weeks of the registration and bidding windows.
Any other tips or reminders I need to know, Amanda?
Yes, before we go, let's do a quick recap and highlight some things to remember. The authorized official or backup authorized official must reapprove Form A and or recertify Form B after a change has been made to the form or forms. An unapproved Form A and or uncertified Form B is an incomplete bid and will not be considered. Enter bidding units correctly. For example, an item such as a hospital bed is furnished to beneficiaries as a monthly rental item. But the RFB instructions say you must enter a bid amount for the purchase of a new item. In this example, make sure you correctly enter a purchase amount instead of a rental amount in DBIDS. You can find the definition of bidding units for each HCPCS code in the bid preparation worksheets on the CBIG website. Make sure you and others in your organization look at each bid amount closely and multiple times to review for accuracy. Please do not wait until the last day or even the last week to complete your bid. It takes time to enter the data and to assure it's entered correctly. Oh, and remember, save your work often. DBIDS will log you out if you haven't saved or changed screens within 30 minutes, and I know you don't want to have to re-enter information. Also remember to use the buttons in DBIDS to navigate. And finally, remember to send your hard copy document package in plenty of time to be received before the close of the bid window. Late packages will not be considered, regardless of reason or mode of delivery. After bidding closes, DBIDS will remain available for viewing for 90 days. You won't be able to modify your Form A or Form B after bidding closes, but you will be able to review your bid information on the status page. That's it. Do you have any more questions, Tommy?
No, I think I understand what I need to do. I'll be sure to get started right away. Don't want to miss any deadlines.
Great idea. Thanks for spending time with me today. Be sure to watch the next video in this series, Submitting Hard Copy Documents. I'll see you then.